in downtown Detroit. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Detroit Lions. Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. At their own 21-yard line. Now the former Buckeye is Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Once more, it's Henderson.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. Tremble comes in motion. On 2nd down, it's Nix. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Broncos.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Kill! Ready!
Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 9.
Captain, ready!
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll find his rookie wide out from Texas. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Bombers. Away.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. This one's just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Joe. Captain. Hey, shot!
The motion man here is McClure.
Bombers.
Nix gonna throw for it. That's taken in. And he's not gonna get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
Right to the air goes Daniels. Exiting the pocket right. He runs with it. And Daniels will have the first down as he's able to slide and avoid the contact.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. John Franklin Myers there on the stop. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 11 yards on the connection there. That's good for a Lions first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On first down, Daniels moving outside the pocket, just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him and leads to an incompletion.
Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Ready, go!
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. To the air again is Daniels. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Gain of 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
Gibbs, and he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in, but now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. A safe grab. Touchdown, Lions. His 4th TD grab of the season. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision. And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. So ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Broncos nothing. Set to kick off.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, kill! All set!
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Second down. Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. He's taken down just shy of midfield. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Denver first down. On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackle. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to
and trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game. Like, these receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
Ready? Ready? Tracking 18.
Daniels now on first down. That's going to be incomplete. Very sound. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. So, on fourth down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. He'll return it from the 11. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. Tremble comes in motion. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up the second and 1 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 1. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
He'll try and throw for it on third and 1. He's going to have the first down and more. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
First down, Broncos.
First and 10. Here's Nix to throw. It isn't through it. Pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second and 10. We'll go play action with Nix. On the run to the right. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Terrion Arnold, former first-rounder out of Alabama. In on the corner blitz. He makes the play. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Throwing is Nix. He'll go underneath to Henderson. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Well, if that was a pickup on first or second down, you'd be thrilled. But here on third and long, just doesn't quite get enough to pick up the first down, and it's going to bring up fourth.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
Bombers. Captain.
On fourth down, here's Nix. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. That one outlines to Gibbs. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's second down and 6. Now Gibbs. Lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. That's safety tell and Noah Funk on the 10.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He's going to have it up for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
5-yard gain on the play.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. He's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here's first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Well, they couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First catch for him on on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Daniels gonna throw again. That is Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver, but Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. One, a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun, it's Henderson. They work forward to the 40-yard line. Brian Bragg in on the tackle.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Third down. 3 to go.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Bombers. Away.
They'll throw. It's Nix. He finds the big tight end, Trumbull. They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, Broncos.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. He'll get this out to Henderson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
That's a great example of just the range that this linebacker has to be able to not only react quick enough to realize that running back was a threat to the flat, but to be able to have the speed to get there and bring him down for no gain.
Bombers.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. That is run in downfield by Sutton. They're locked in on this drive. 2nd connection for that pass. This one gaining 22.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
Play action now. It's Nix. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
He'll come up now for second down and 4.
Kill. Over set. Ready.
On the ground, here is Henderson. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. It's 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
They'll run with Henderson. He's in! Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Broncos. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off. 6.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Right side is brought in by Williams. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll throw with Daniels. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Throwing again, Daniel. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And mark him down up beyond the 30.
On the play.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
First down, Broncos.
To the right, yeah.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That's McLaurin open on the left side. Now in timeout, Denver. That's their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Hold on a sec. Palmer's buck. Hey! Hey!
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
That ties the game at 14.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. On 1st down, Daniels. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Both teams look good on the offensive side of the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. He fields it at the 8. Good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9.
Come on. Hey, go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
17 yards.
First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and the first down.
At the 50-yard line.
On what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to my shut it down. Whatever I got your money up. Believe what I got, put money down. I'm betting the odds.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And this This is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
And you get a sense that in a really tight game like this, it's that one play that's going to tip the scales either way. So they come out swinging for the deep one on that one. They can't quite link up, but keep swinging. Keep generating those chunk plays, because typically in the NFL, chunk plays equal points.
Daniels to throw on second down. That's caught by Gibbs. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. It is a huge play for Detroit. 37 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Ready. Daniels gonna throw again. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Looking for the pylon, but it's right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1 yard line. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
From the 1 yard line, first down and goal.
Here we go, set.
Brown is in for a Lions touchdown.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get the second half started. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. A return now from the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Forced to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second down, Nix. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Training on Henderson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Here now, third and 5. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And this one is intercepted. It's DJ Reed. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks.
And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back.
Ready, break. Let's go now. Ready.
Throwing is Daniels. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of
22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Detroit.
First down.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
Backs to the end zone, where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now. Here's Daniels. That one is caught. He owned the pylon. Safe grab. Touchdown, Lions. Second touchdown of the game. The season total now up to 5. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Lions have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. Going up top. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Try again. It's second and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That pass taken in by McClory. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
2 yards. And the Broncos first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Denver.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. And the Lions will take over possession here at the 44.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
On first and 10, here's Daniels. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
Okay, break. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready? Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Ready? Go! From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Back over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
What a luxury. There's certain teams when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On play action, Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
That is hot. What a job to keep the play alive. Jalen Naylor, touchdown Detroit. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with his group.
Broncos 14.
Really, I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink you got to chill.
Set to kick off.
I be on my little mouse drip.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Kill.
They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Tremble comes in motion. Hicks, now to throw it here on 1st down. He'll get this out to Henderson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Broncos 1st down.
Captain. Ready.
Back to throw is Nix. Now his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
They send the receiver in motion left. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. And that is incomplete. But a flag is down back in the backfield. Did they hit the quarterback late? So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. A run, and this is Henderson. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Trying to punch it in with Harvey. And he barrels his way into the end zone. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos. His second rushing touchdown of the year. The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn it to a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now, Daniel. Inside, it's the Porter, the tight end. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the
The break
43-yard line.
coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here, Viking. Hey,
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 20. First down, Detroit.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Not much to speak of on that one. He's only a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Travel like a bond, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, they landed in France.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Ready.
Once again, it's Gibbs. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
At the 33-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
devices. 6 devices. Go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. And that is incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal.
A 50-yard
This from an even 50 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. The Lions will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
6-yard line.
Bombers. Hold a second.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Denver.
Tremble comes in motion. Play action now. It's Knicks. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Knicks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. On target. Got it to McLaurin. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
At the Lions' 32-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And 3rd down coming up.
2 yards to go.
They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That's taken in, and he's going to pick up the 1st down. He was short when he caught it, but knew exactly where he needed to get to. Gets there and keeps the drive alive. They'll look to throw yet again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
A throw right side is intercepted. Nice job there on that return. Gives them breathing room up past the 30-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Second and 11.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Third and 11.
Ready.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Lions. This was a game where